Hi friends, this is Lori Magnuson at Stamp Sunshine, and today I'd like to demonstrate how I made this card for you. This card features the DSP from Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper called In Good Taste. And this paper is beautiful. The basis of it is all sorts of textures. There's wood textures in all different colors. There's tile, there is painted clay. There are beautiful varieties in blues and grays and browns. Just wanted to show you briefly, very briefly, the gist of it. I've used that one quite a bit. And this is a little more expensive than some of Stampin' Up's papers, but as you can see, it is a beautiful paper. Look at that combination together. But this paper, again, is called In Good Taste, and it is featured in Stampin' Up's new 2020 and 21 annual catalog. So for the card, that center piece is part of that paper from that DSP. All right, so what we're going to do to begin with is we're just going to take our Whisper White cardstock, and it is your basic fold from an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. There's my inside sentiment. I already stamped that for you from the Happiest of Birthdays stamp set. First thing I'm going to do is just take this piece of cardstock. This is Early Espresso, and just adhere that to the front, getting that as even as possible on all four sides. Okay. The next step, this is a very simple card. We're just going to continue layering, and the next step is the Whisper White layer. You could use any Designer Series paper that you'd like to feature on a card like this, where you just did layers of the Designer Series paper in the very center of your card. So once I get all of the layers down, I'm getting those as evenly as I can into the center. This liquid glue gives me a little bit of wiggle room so that if I do make a little bit of a mistake with my balancing, I can go ahead and shift it just a little bit. The next step is going to be to do the sentiment here in the middle. And this sentiment is made with this punch and this stamp set. They're a bundle. They're called the Lovely Label Bundle, and this is called the Pick-a-Punch. And I'm going to be using this stamp that says Cherished Friend, and also this little doohickey. I'm not sure what those are called. So basically, you're going to decide on the size of your papers. This one is 1 inch, and this one's 3/4 of an inch. And I would recommend that you trim your paper a little bit smaller than 1 inch so that it fits in nicely. You can see I got a nice punch there, and then also the other side. Okay, I've finished that one, and then I'm going to take my white top part, which is going to, I've already punched that one, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. And this is going to be stamped in Early Espresso ink. I don't usually use these colors very often. I'm kind of a pink fiend, but I wanted to do this color because fall is coming up. Then I just took this other one, and I'm going to go ahead and center that right over those 3 dots. Okay. And then I can take my sentiment and glue it to that. Then I'm going to just go ahead and pop up the entire sentiment using some pop dots. I'm going to use the black ones since this is dark paper. You can use any kind, of course. Okay, take that sentiment, and I think I want that right about here. Okay, the next step is going to be to put the little wheat die cuts on the front of it. These little die cuts were made from a die from the Celebrate Sunflower bundle. These dies I thought would look nice just off the end here. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on those and then tuck them behind that sentiment. Doesn't take much. I'm excited for fall. We've had a long summer in Tucson, and maybe that's why I did this card, because I thought it kind of is saying, come on fall. Has a little bit of a fall feel to it, I think. Okay. And then the next step is going to be just to go ahead and tie the bow, which I'm going to put here. And this is really just about finished. This is a really nice ribbon. It's the Faux Suede Trim, and it is kind of a Early Espresso color. And I thought it would match nice with this look, kind of a masculine card. And so we just need to get a glue dot here. These are nice because they hold pretty well. Going to decide where that's going to live. I think that is good right there. And I'll just trim off these edges. Okay. And then I think the last step that I'll do is I'll go ahead and put a tiny little rhinestone down in the corner of this sentiment over here. Just one side. I have two, and I could do two, but I think one is plenty. If you'd like to do one there and one there, I think that would look nice. But there's your card. It says, it's your day, enjoy it. And I think this would be a nice masculine card as well as a friendship card for anybody's birthday or a special occasion. Thank you for joining me today. If you'd like to order Stampin' Up! From me, go over to my Facebook page, Stamp Sunshine, or go to lorimagnuson.stampinup.net. Have a great day, and thanks for joining me.